what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater. Mind the mess. I'm in the process of reorganizing my office, and so right now it's all kind of all over the place. But something happened today that I find to be quite fascinating. Something happened today that I think is going to be wildly game changing for not only the entertainment industry, but award season going forward. And that has everything to do with the Academy making a very slight, subtle change, although a big change, to eligible films for this upcoming award season. And they are going to finally be allowing, streaming films. Now, beforehand, if you recall, right, one of the reasons why, let's say, Netflix's The Irishman, didn't come out till November is it had to do a small four-wall theatrical run, right? Anytime Netflix wants to get a movie eligible for not only the Academy Awards, but even Cannes Film Festival and a bunch of other film festivals, they have to adhere by these very strict online film, anti-streaming film requirements, and the Oscars was no different. But now we're finding out that they're making them eligible, and this has got to be making Steven Spielberg really upset right now. Now it says here that, all right, for years the Oscars has been a pain in the sides of creatives worldwide. Sure, you have those like Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino who would never not qualify to make the Oscars, but then you have others who skip theaters in favor of Netflix. The streaming giant has had to spend years on the awards sidelines before the Academy started to somewhat meet them halfway. Now it appears the tables have turned. Gee, does that have anything to do with the fact that right now all movie theaters outside of a handful of drive-ins are closed in the United States and they're not going to open anytime soon? They're hoping by July 1st. And the fact that Netflix is more valuable, quite frankly, than a lot of other companies out there. Now, it says, with the pandemic affecting every aspect of the entertainment industry, you knew they'd have to make some big changes for next year's ceremony. After all, there's potentially large chunks of films that won't be eligible thanks to the whole theater shutdown deal. Well, luckily, the Academy is changing things for next year's Oscars. The change was made during a Zoom session on Tuesday. The decision was to pull back on the Oscar eligibility requirements. This was obviously in response to the pandemic, which resulted in shuttered theaters. Yeah, again, we're entering into a new norm. There's a paradigm shift happening here of epic proportions. That look at how AMC and Regal are going after Universal for Trolls World Tour and the success of that on VOD. There is a massive, massive, massive thing brewing right now that, of course, is not going to be, it's going to go badly for, I think, a lot of people that aren't named Netflix. Really. Okay, so the new rule is, until further notice, films can qualify for competition without screening it for 1 week in an LA-located theater, so long as they meet all the other requirements and are available for Academy members to view via their streaming service. Considering how high bar of entry that theater rule was, I anticipate, this is from the author, an uptick in potential contenders. Anyway, this would allow movies like Trolls World Tour the opportunity to compete. Which, I don't see why they'd want to. I mean, maybe not even best original song. It's not going to go for. Hell, at this point, it might go for best animated movie. It'd be up against, but it's going to be up against a Pixar movie, Soul. It would lose to Soul. I liked Trolls World Tour, but it's not. It's not the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So this does appear to be just a one-time change. They're going to do it for this year, see how it goes. But look, with the rapidly declining viewership in the Academy Awards, the vast majority of people out there not giving one iota of a crap. I mean, if the National Cinemedia says 750 million people go to theaters in the United States alone, but the Academy Awards have been pulling in just over, I think, 20 or 21 million viewers. That's not a large percentage. That's really not a large percentage. And you can see that most people don't care about Hollywood, kind of Dutch ruddering itself. They don't care about that. This is not where we are anymore. The quarantine has taught us celebrities don't really matter. A lot of it doesn't matter, but people still want to be entertained, obviously. And so the Academy Awards still needs to be relevant. And this is where they're going to find themselves in this situation, which is where they should have been years ago to begin with. For some reason, an industry medium that's all about change, it's all about let's get new technology and roll with the times, are so damn archaic when it comes to the concepts of the past. Oh, we have to maintain Hollywood tradition. Well, if that was the case, Sidney Poitier would have never won for, I think, best actor for Guess Who's Coming to Dinner back in the 60s. Halle Berry never would have won. Catherine Bigelow would have not been the first female director to win. I mean, all of these things that wouldn't be happening as a result of change and evolution with the times. Get with it, Academy. You guys are pissing me off here. But that being said, the way I look at it ultimately is this. This is a good move. Now, do I want to still go see some of these movies on the big screen? Yeah, 100%. I don't know if I'd really want to see like a big Spielbergian epic, not on the big screen, before watching it on my TV. And I know we're kind of going to that era right now. And I don't want that. So, I mean, I want theaters to survive. I want there to be a good middle ground. But I also feel that you cannot deny the success and the popularity and the profitability. God, the profitability of things like Netflix and Disney Plus and Amazon and Hulu and all that jazz. There is profitability in streaming, especially right now. Netflix saw an increase of 15.8 million people this last quarter. A lot of that because of the pandemic, because of the lockdown. People they need stuff to watch. But the Academy is now in a position where they have to listen to the people and not just the Hollywood elites. And that is going to be very scary for them, which is why I want to bring up Spielberg. I love the dude. If he asked me to go do literally anything, I probably would do it. You know, like, I need you to throw mama from the train. Done. 100%. Am I the Danny DeVito in the situation, or are you? Because I'll be Billy Crystal. I have no problem with that, but I think grumpy Danny DeVito suits me personally. That being said, I do want to hear your thoughts, your opinions on this one. Do you think it's good that Netflix is finally doing this? Do you think that or not Netflix, do you think Academy is finally, doing this sort of thing? Or do you think it's like a last grab at relevance? It's a way to try to come out on top in a situation where they've been just losing for years. It kind of seems like a bit of a last-ditch effort, doesn't it? It's a one-time change. We'll see how it goes. Now, this is going to be the norm, as it should be the norm. What they need to focus on are getting butts in seats, getting people back to the theater once this whole thing is over, and not freaking out about a movie appearing on Netflix and then going in for the awards. If the idea of the Academy is that the best movie is supposed to win, which, look, we all know that's a load of crap, then they should be wanting to do this more frequently. But instead, it's all about who's got the money to spend, and Netflix has the money to spend. There's a whole thing about Harvey Weinstein and how much money he would spend. If you go back to 1998, I think 99, Shakespeare in Love won over Saving Private Ryan, which was a shocker to a lot of people. Until you go and you follow the money of how much Harvey Weinstein spent in order to make sure that he had a good chance that Shakespeare in Love was going to win. The Academy has always been about money. Always been about money. And this proves it. Because they want the marketing spend. They want it that Netflix and Amazon and Disney Plus perhaps would put out there for a streaming-only movie to be up for that kind of prestigious Hollywood Dutch Rudder Award. Again, I leave it to you, your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. I will talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a great day. If you guys want to support the channel, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to become a channel member, support via Patreon, whatever. Right now, it's bad. No new movies means no new ads, which means we're all kind of stuck. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, guys. Thank you again, and peace out.